Don't even think of it. And don't make me chase you.
Alright folks, throw on your favorite cowboy boots and get ready because we're about to dive into some mind-blowing facts about the man, the myth, the legend, Chuck Norris. You've heard the jokes, you know the memes, but trust me, there are 7 amazing details about Chuck Norris from the 80s and 90s that you probably missed. And honestly, number 3, that one will leave you speechless. Not to mention, the last fact will leave a lasting impression for generations to come. Ready or not? Let's jump in. First up, did you know Chuck Norris had his own cartoon? That's right, in 1986, Ruby Spears Productions gave us Chuck Norris Karate Commandos. Imagine this. He acts as a government agent, leading a squad of peacemakers fighting an evil organization called Vulture, V-U-L-T-U-R-E. Now, what exactly did Vulture stand for? Nobody knows. But hey, it sounded dangerous enough. And here's the kicker. Chuck Norris himself showed up in every episode, shirtless, in the gym, flexing and teaching life lessons like the ultimate sensei. 5 episodes aired. There was a Kenner toy line, and Marvel even made a comic book. Chuck Norris wasn't just a karate master. He was Saturday morning cartoon royalty.
Chuck!
You did a good job.
Thanks, boss. But what took you so long?
A couple of creeps.
Let me know in the comments if you remember this cartoon, or even if you snagged one of the toys. Ever pictured Chuck Norris as a horror movie star? Probably not. And that's exactly why this next fact came dangerously close to derailing his career. When you think of a horror film, what comes to mind? Freddy Krueger, Jigsaw, Candyman? Chuck Norris? No way. Well, in 1982, Chuck starred in a sci-fi horror flick called Silent Rage. It starts with a deeply disturbed man, John Kirby, played by Brian Libby, who brutally murders 2 people in a violent outburst. When he is shot by the police, they presume he's dead, but a group of, get this, rogue scientists get a hold of him. They revive him using an experimental serum designed to enhance cellular regeneration. This basically makes him an indestructible killing machine that can't feel pain, and even worse, driven by a murderous rage. Chuck Norris plays the hero of the film, Sheriff Stevens, tasked to save the town from this evil genetically engineered superhuman killer. The tone of the movie is super eerie, with slasher-style elements. Think Halloween meets Kung Fu Theater. This was not initially received well from critics, but later became a cult favorite for fans of horror as well as action. Coming up next, the iconic fight scene that's still sparking debate to this day, the showdown that launched Chuck Norris into stardom. Alright, now let's talk about the big one. Did Chuck Norris beat Bruce Lee in a real fight? According to Norris himself, kinda. During the filming of the groundbreaking film Way of the Dragon, Norris and Lee sparred off camera. It's still a huge debate till this day about who actually won the fight. This film was written and directed by the star of the show, Bruce Lee. It showcased Lee's incredible talent, but also features Chuck Norris in one of his earliest and most memorable film roles as Colt, a martial artist hired to take on Lee's character, Tang Lung. The 2 characters eventually clash in a legendary fight in the Colosseum, where their contrasting fighting styles, Lee's speed, agility, and fluidity versus Norris's power and technique, make for an unforgettable spectacle. While Norris avoids spilling too many details about the fight, some say Norris walked away the winner. Others claim the 2 never actually had a full-on fight. So who really won? It's still a mystery to this day. But hey, maybe that's exactly how legends are born. Either way, this marked a significant moment in Chuck Norris's career, as the movie elevated him from a supporting actor to a well-recognized figure in the action genre. Next, did you know that the TV show Chuck Norris is famously known for, one that seemed like a career highlight, actually had a surprisingly messy ending? If you're enjoying these amazing details, kindly support us by giving this video a thumbs up. Tap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. I promise, it won't cost you anything, but means the world to us and helps us create plenty more videos. And trust me, you don't want to miss out on the next exciting details. Okay, let's get back in it. Norris isn't just a martial artist and actor. He's a savvy businessman too. After Walker, Texas Ranger ended its successful run in 2001, Norris found himself in a high-stakes legal battle that proved he's just as tough in the courtroom as he is on screen.
Well, you got a lot of brass, Mr.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Norris filed a lawsuit against CBS and Sony Pictures, claiming they had significantly underpaid him on profits generated from the long-running series. According to the lawsuit, Norris was owed over $30 million in revenue tied to syndication deals, merchandise, and other profits linked to the show. Despite Walker, Texas Ranger being a massive success with 8th season and strong syndication value, Norris argued that creative accounting practices had allowed CBS and Sony to downplay the show's true earnings, effectively cutting him out of his fair share. The legal fight dragged on for 5 years, and when most of us would have given up and taken the loss, Norris refused to back down. Just like the heroes he plays on TV and movies, he emerged victorious, securing a significant financial settlement. While the exact amount wasn't made public, reports showed that Norris walked away with millions, reinforcing the idea that you don't mess with Chuck Norris and expect to win.
Ask and you shall receive, Leon. You're under arrest.
No way. You ain't taking me back alive.
His determination in the courtroom mirrored the same grit and resilience fans knew him for on screen, proving that whether he's roundhouse kicking bad guys or taking on major corporations, Norris always finds a way to come out on top. Now imagine this: Elvis Presley's wife learning karate from none other than Chuck Norris. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, it actually happened. Norris enlisted in the US Air Force in 1958 and was stationed in South Korea, where he first began training in martial arts. I'm sure this helped him prepare to dominate bad guys on the screen. After completing his service, he was honorably discharged in 1962 and returned home with plans to become a police officer. However, when no job openings were available, Norris decided to pivot, a decision that would unknowingly shape his entire future. Instead of joining law enforcement, he began teaching karate in Los Angeles, a move that would soon make him one of the most sought-after instructors in Hollywood. Norris quickly gained a reputation as the go-to karate instructor for celebrities looking to sharpen their skills. His impressive roster of students included some major stars like Michael Landon, Bob Barker, Priscilla Presley, Steve McQueen, and even Donny Osmond. In fact, Donny Osmond was so inspired by Norris that the two performed a karate routine together on the Donny and Mary show. Just imagine walking into a karate class expecting a typical instructor, only to discover that your sensei is none other than Chuck Norris himself. I'm sure this helped propel his profession in the movies and allowed him to create Hollywood connections to jumpstart his career. Up next, we'll dive into how he turned Walker, Texas Ranger into a true family affair, with his loved ones playing key roles both behind the scenes and on screen.
You just can't get it right, can you? Having fun yet?
Believe it or not, Walker, Texas Ranger wasn't just a hit TV series, it was a true family affair for Chuck Norris. Behind the scenes, his brother Aaron Norris played a major role as the show's co-producer and director. Aaron had a long history of working with Chuck, having directed several of his action films before stepping in to help shape Walker. His involvement ensured the show stayed true to Chuck's signature style, blending martial arts action with strong family values and moral lessons. Aaron's directing played a key role in keeping the show's action-packed sequences authentic, often showcasing Chuck's real-life martial arts skills. But Aaron wasn't the only Norris family member involved. Chuck's son, Eric Norris, worked as both a stunt coordinator and director on the series, ensuring the fight scenes were not only intense, but also safe for the actors involved. Meanwhile, Chuck's other son, Mike Norris, made several on-screen appearances, showing up in 8 episodes throughout the series, and even reprising his role in the 2005 reunion film, Walker, Texas Ranger: Trial by Fire. With the Norris family working both behind the scenes and on camera, Walker, Texas Ranger wasn't just a TV show, it was a full-blown family business, where high-flying action and intense showdowns were all in a day's work. Would you want to work that closely with your family, or keep things a little separate? Let me know in the comments below. Finally, beyond all the action-packed roles and legendary memes, Chuck Norris has a heart of gold, and he's been dedicated to making a lasting impact off-screen. In 1990, Norris founded Kickstart Kids, a non-profit organization designed to teach martial arts to students in Texas schools. But this program is about far more than just learning punches and kicks. It's focused on building character.
What a great way to give back to the 100,000 kids that have already been part of this program with Chuck Norris, right? $1 for each kid, and maybe that'll turn into another 100,000, which eventually hopefully turn into 1 million kids for him.
Through Kickstart Kids, students are taught core values like discipline, respect, perseverance, and self-confidence. By combining martial arts training with life lessons, Norris created a program that empowers young people to develop the skills they need to succeed both inside and outside of the classroom. Since its founding, Kickstart Kids has impacted thousands of students across Texas, and many of whom credit the program with transforming their lives. Norris frequently visits schools to connect with the students, reinforcing the importance of hard work and integrity. Can you imagine dropping your kid off to karate, then bumping into Chuck Norris in the parking lot? Mind blown. For Chuck, this isn't just a side project. It's a personal mission to give back to the community and inspire the next generation. While audiences know him best for taking down villains with his iconic roundhouse kicks, Norris is equally passionate about lifting kids up, helping them build the strength and confidence to face life's challenges head-on. So there you have it, 7 amazing Chuck Norris facts you probably never knew. Which one surprised you the most? Or hey, do you think Chuck Norris really beat Bruce Lee? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're loving these deep dives into your favorite 80s and 90s icons, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and remember, when Chuck Norris watches your videos, your views go up automatically. Haha! See you in the next one!